Oh, call the meeting to order at 4:30. Regular meeting minutes of May 16th.
I don't have them.
Don't have them?
No.
One little comment on the minutes, the Hammers and Heroes. Apparently, they didn't have a lot of participants that day because I think there was maybe 50 bikes.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, so wasn't much of a disruption, I don't think.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. We need a certified resolution of applicant for the small cities program. For that CDBG grant program.
You just need us to approve this.
Yes, they're going up to $800,000 in their application.
I'll make a motion to approve the certified resolution.
I'll second that.
The I can't remember who was there. The hearing, I don't know how many people I think we had,
I wasn't there.
maybe a dozen or more.
Yeah.
Not too many. Not a lot of big concerns about the project itself. There were some concerns about it should be restricted to 55 and older, but you can't, you know. So we didn't have a lot of negativity towards it, so that was nice to see. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Appointments, you have Ben Pilecki for the Western Connecticut Tourism Council. He agreed to keep doing it if we want him to. He seems well versed in the subject and not a lot of people jumping forward to that.
Make a motion to appoint Ben.
I'll second that.
Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Let's see. Don't believe we had any refunds or abatements. We got tax collectors report under correspondence. I got a few things. Last meeting, we talked about the sign in the park. I did put out an RFP for that. It's been posted. Reached out to a number of Connecticut sign makers to notify them of this RFP. Did receive one quote so far. It closes on June 16th, I think, for the proposals. Also did the same for the HVAC, the mini splits system that for this room and for the meeting room at the firehouse, which were approved under ARPA. Again, we've had 3 contractors do the walkthrough of the buildings. 2 have submitted proposals. I believe at least one more will be submitting their proposal. It's got to be by June 16th. So kind of nice to get those things rolling. Hopefully we'll get the air conditioning in before summer really heats up.
Well, depends on equipment.
Yeah, they're not having too much of a hard time getting these ductless systems. But it would be nice if it was done in July, I think.
Yeah.
With that in the RFP.
Does it look like the quotes are coming in? I mean, for the sign, is it what we figured?
The sign, one quote that I did get, I think they're out of Danbury. And I got to call them because they mentioned in their quote that they're going to mount the sign between the 2 existing posts. And there's no existing posts out there. So I don't know if they read the spec correctly or, so I'm gonna go back to them and see. I'm gonna reach out to the other sign makers companies, see if they're gonna, bring in a quote.
I wonder if we're gonna have to be responsible for the post. We put it out to a mason. And then they come in and build it to the post.
Well, it's the center of the post is actually aluminum poles
Oh, okay.
and they're wrapped in that fake
Oh, okay, okay.
masonry brick.
Yeah.
Capped with copper. So it's all quoted, or it's in the specs, exactly what, they're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. We'll have to supply the power to the sign. It'll probably come right off the firehouse to do that. That's because the power that we have going through the park is really under. It shouldn't be used for this. It's just not adequate, so. So those RFPs are out there. I just want to give you a heads up. I'm sure you all know about it. Issue over on Burgess Road that's been in front of planning and zoning for at least 3 meetings. It's the old Mossman property. And there's a new company that purchased the property and is using it now. And a lot of the neighbors are pretty upset about it with the traffic and the noise, possibly the air quality. I just want to make sure you're aware of it. If you haven't, I did attend one meeting in person. I watched the videos myself after on the other at least 2 meetings. So I would encourage you to maybe check out the videos.
Yeah, I've been watching it every planning and zoning meeting.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I actually was down that way Saturday. And I took a ride by the property.
Yeah.
And that property looks really nice.
Yeah.
The gentleman, and I don't know who owns it but I think they did a nice job with the property.
It's the other issue. I mean, it's going to be an ongoing issue, I believe, and there's probably potential litigation coming forward on this unless they come to an agreement of some sort.
Yeah.
So we'll just be aware it's out there.
Yep.
Something could be pending. I think you may know already, one of our highway maintainers, Pat Colligan, was driving the tractor, the over rail mower tractor, and the axle snapped.
Wow.
As he's driving down the road. Rear wheel fell off. He had some soft tissue injuries, I guess. He's pretty good now. He took a few days off, but the tractor is up in Canaan, North Canaan, Stanton, getting looked at. I think there's quite a bit of damage to it because after the wheel fell off, some hydraulics got bent and arm got bent, everything else. So fortunately, Pat's okay. We'll see about the tractor. Board of Finance is aware of it too.
The main thing is he's okay.
Yeah,
Tractor, we can replace the tractor.
exactly. And we'll have to wait and see what the cost will be for the repairs. Deacon Construction, they replaced the head wall of a drainage pipe right next to Gail Fairclough's house on East Shore Road. Did a very nice job with that. And they're going to be replacing another one just east of Marsh Point on East Shore Road. It's all in preparation for the paving project in September. We're trying to get everything done, all the drainage, any disturbance to the road done before we go ahead and, do all that paving. Hoping the East Shore Road culvert will get started probably after the 4th of July. Depending on when the materials come in for that. We did have one final bill for the transfer station wall project that we were with the understanding from the state that had been all closed out. The bill is just over $19,000, but we still were under budget on the whole project. I'm going to have to talk to the Board of Finance because we already moved the unexpended funds for that project out of capital non-recurring. We moved it to unassigned. So they may have to approve moving it back and paying the bill. But the project came out good and we were under budget. So that was it's good. I wish we were 19,000 more under budget, but we're not. Grill well drilling will be replacing the booster pump and motor controls at the senior center on the water system for Eldridge. It's an effort to upgrade the aging equipment. We've had some issues in the last few years with the equipment failures there. So hopefully it'll help mitigate future equipment failures. And the CDBG grant applications moving forward should be submitted soon by the Housing Authority. We're also working on a swim area permit for Morristown Beach. We have to actually, in order to apply for the permit, part of the application is a survey of the property. Showing where exactly the swim area will be out in the water. So we're got Berkshire Engineering, the guy that took over for Dennis McMorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that work and hopefully we'll have that submitted in July.
Is there something new that we have to do?
I guess Deep had problems with applications in the past being too close to property lines, even in front of other people's property. So they want to be sure that it is in front of our property and that's it.
We haven't had a designated swim area down there, so,
Yeah,
right?
we had a lot of problems with the personal watercraft flying in there up to the beach with kids swimming.
Yeah.
So you can still have a safe, hopefully safer swim area, but still a place for boats to pull up on the far side, away from the
Right.
swimmers. Oh, we had a reading room committee meeting last night. They voted to amend their bylaws. That's kind of a suggestion of their attorney and from the IRS to include a member of the board of selectmen who would be on the committee. And they're already a supporting organization of the town of Morris. That's how they filed for, and that's their tax exempt filing. But this would help solidify the tie with the town a little bit more to have one of us on that committee. I'm currently on.
I think it's you, yeah.
Yeah.
You've been on it forever.
Yeah.
You can't get off of it, actually.
Currently on it. I did include a email I did send out to the new president of New York Community Trust. I have not met this person yet. We really got to know the previous administration there over the years. So I did introduce myself. And I'd really like to set up a meeting with them. So we're all, as I say in the letter, we're all on the same page as far as moving forth with Robert Morris's wishes and how the money should be spent. So hopefully they'll come up here. We haven't had someone up here in a long time. They used to come up every year. Oh, and there is the email regarding the Burgess Road issue. It's from Ron Schaefer and Mayor Peck. Kind of puts some of the neighbors' concerns have in writing and for you to look at. And public comment, anyone online that wants to speak? Four 485-3028. Anything from you? Nope. And I guess the other one is 860-824. I can't read it. I'm too close. 964. Okay, seeing none. Anything from the board?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, is there
A
a
motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
443? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.